Okay, live, because why not? Give me a sec or two. Just decided to put this up. We put earbuds in. Hold on. Okay. I'm not even gonna bother with intros. Cause I decided, why not? We're gonna go because we need to go. Yeah, so there we go. Okay, where's that thing to do? What did they do with it? I got it in here. All right. Now I'm gonna check my mic. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Let's go to my stream. I'm just wondering if I could be heard. Okay, so I should be heard properly. I'm just wondering if I could be heard. Okay, so I should be heard properly. There we go. So that works out. Yeah, no, we're making it. We're making it. That really depends. And hello to you, Dave Rose. There we go. Finally, almost ready. Almost ready. Because like a lot of stuff in like the Ken Zomniak show I heard recently, especially with Ryan Heel's channel being struck, and plus a little bit of politics, pro wrestling, been hearing about. That's gonna be fun to engage with. Dave Rose was talking about going live, but felt under the weather, so I'm like, I'm bored. I got nothing better to do. Plus, I would love to talk about a few things I got through. Because who knows? Who knows? It's just something to do. If I promoted this more often, and if I did this more often, I'd probably have a bit more than I have right now. But unfortunately, I don't commit to this. Quite frankly, when I watch myself. Oh, actually, I do watch myself. Hmm. I watch myself. I do love it. I have good stuff. So maybe I should just love the things I put on. Right, right. Anyway, hello everybody at Bullseye. Today it's Dialogue Game, spelled out just for you. So, past recent events, I did look into the Mellow stream. Hi Xavier, how you doing? I looked into some of the stuff in the streams, and pretty interesting stuff. I looked at Ryan Hill's dealing with Scott, pretty interesting. Danny MT still you doing his shit posts, funny, right? Right. Yeah, good to hear, Xavier. It's good to have 26 viewers. Hello, everybody. Thank you for rolling in. Welcome to Bullsy's stream, where it's dialogue den, and I talk to you about anything. What is your questions here today? Please ask. I want to know how you all are doing. Please and thank you. Yes, this is actually portrait level, so therefore, anybody scrolling on their phones makes it just much easier to get this much many live viewers. It's just the way it is. And I really like the idea. I know. I know. Also, there's a landscape one, which is harder for people to come across. So, yeah. The good news is YouTube is increasing their way of, getting bigger. Okay, so that just means I have to learn to network. That's just the way it is. That is out of the way. And then there is also landscape. Why you look like that? It's literally just my profile pic when I was 13 years old. This is me when I was 13 years old. That's just why I look like that. It's a goofy face. Thanks for asking the question. It's a epic face. That's what it is. I seriously, I kid you not. I I sometimes start anytime I stream like this. I start off with like super high viewership, and it goes down and down. But then again, it is portrait, and people just kind of scroll through and through. Yeah, you never know. And plus, there's that. Yes, Xavier. First time I've seen you around these bugs. What made you stop by this stream? How'd you end up here? Because this isn't really too much big anyway. Like, that's all. If I did this more often, I'd have more. Maybe I should be. Oh, there it is. There it is. Maybe I should just stop paying attention. But I do want a certain person to call. That's one thing. So if there's another way to share this. Well, actually, there is. I don't know if I could stay on. I don't need to hear myself. I just know for a fact that I'm going to be able to hear myself. So this is what I'll try to do. So bear with me. Because you're just hep. Interesting. I am hep too. I am hep. I don't even know what that means, but I'm hep. Good to know. It's an interesting day. So we're fun. What makes you into these streams? Like, how often do you come across streams like this? Do you often just scroll down and come across these streams? I'll tell you about the time I got banned off of a Twitch streamer's chat. Like that one was pretty funny. Felt bad, but it was funny at the same time. It's helping people. Well, interesting. Elaborate the helping people, Xavier. Also, push that like button, because if you don't, I'll find your home and throw you out of the window. That's what will happen. You're Tab, I'm joking. Do not take me down, please. So we're just gonna go. I just have an idea. Yeah, I'm just doing more stuff. So like, I haven't really set up everything at all actually, because I just came on and decided to stream out of the blue. I didn't have an actual topic I wanted to talk about. I just know like there's just things that'd be fun to explore. And quite frankly, I could just explore them and be done with that. So if I don't do that, then, well, I guess what am I doing? No, I don't need to do that. All I need to do is find a way. But I can do some studio. Yeah. So this is going to be a plus sign. So yeah. Okay. So like, you're going to see two pulses in actually. See, you got two pulses. Good news is you won't be able to hear the echo because I hear the echo, which makes it'll throw me off my game. Why does my mom not get me a phone where I am 8 because I want one? You're 8 years old. I'm not even sure that's a positive. I'm talking about me, by the way. Oh boy. No. Interesting. Alright, so I got that out of the way. Remove myself off stage. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why you want a phone anyway, by the way. If you're 8 years old, I don't know why you're. Speaking of like being 8 years old, how did you land on my channel? It's not exactly a child stream for children. That is the most strangest thing. I can't really answer that, dude. Like, a mother would know. Okay. I just put that in the chat. So that's it. Okay, so out of the way. I don't know why Riz y'all Hey, Buckets with Bronx. How's it going? How you doing, Bronx? Welcome to Bothy Stream. You have landed in the right place to ease your mind. So there we go. Thanks for the lots of emojis. By the way, Xavier, I'm not against you being here. It's just my streams is literally not meant for children. I'm just saying. I can't control who watches my streams, but that's I'm not against it, but at the same time, I don't want to get mad. People are getting mad at me for this. I downloaded it when my mom downloaded it. Okay. You're about to be first. First in what? Buckets? What's in the bucket, dude? What you got in the buckets? What you got in the buckets, man? You better tell me. You don't tell me. I'm gonna be searching. I'm gonna maybe get a warrant and search some buckets. Better be some fish. Well, it means basketball. Oh, you that. So you're into hoops. Cool. Cool. So fair warning. I do mean this is a stream not meant for children, so I seriously am questioning how Xavier even landed here. Like you are the first person. It's like I think YouTube's algorithm is kind of broken. But again, YouTube is kind of meant for kids. But even YouTube has a kids section, so maybe it's not. Why are you talking weird? This is just how I talk. I can't really control that. I'm autismo. That's why. I'm just an autist. That's really why. Some people actually ask that all the time. Is it an accent? No, it's actually not an accent. It's not. Are you Southerner? No, I am from the South, but I'm not a Southerner. It's just not true. So because of my Southern accent, I literally just sound like this. Because of genetics, basically. Can you be mods? I just met you. Why do you want to be mods now? Nope, it is for kids. You are right. This YouTube is for kids. Maybe I should just be. Maybe I just should be more child friendly. So, I mean, like, I'm not exactly the most friendliest of neighborhoods, considering the things I've seen in the past. But I haven't said anything unhinged, so I'll keep it that way. Yeah, it is mostly for kids. And when you stream on YouTube, you're streaming publicly, but it's also the best way to grow your platform. Ironically, though, YouTube does have these. Just a fair warning. Okay, so he goes. So apparently Xavier goes this. I am. Yes, you are. Why? Why what? Why am I not for kids? Or why do I? Why is YouTube for kids exactly? I mean, well, if you're asking why YouTube is for kids, well, let's just be quite frank here. The money-making machine, if you appeal to a certain audience, including the minors, you make a lot of dough. There's just a lot of examples of this. Why I don't is because it's just my personality. I tend to talk about things that are adult and some people wouldn't really understand, and it's easily offensive. That's why there are things meant for children, because it's more friendly. As for adult-rated content, which let's be quite frank here, not even adults can handle, it is more offensive. I put it just to put it that way, at best. If you can even call it offensive, it's just the fact that people are easily offended by it. That's all I say. Well, again, there is something I do want to talk about. It was brought to my attention because it's fun. So, like I said, I can't really control who watches me, so it wouldn't really make a difference because I don't want to ban anybody, right? Cool, good for you. You are a content creator, Xavier. That's fine. Nothing against it. I'm just talking about a personal. I'm talking about personally. You make shorts too, buckets. Yeah. Well, I make streams and I make songs. You know what? It's fine. Let's just share something. Because why not? Let's see what I have here. Yeah, let's play this
I'm
one.
CM Punk here to show my love for the country that my fan base hates with a passion. I'm proud to be an American, even though I'll never be a man. I'm more useless than an empty can. Most children say to me, yes ma'am. I'm a whiny crybaby that's American. I'm gonna virtue signal I love Mexicans. I have little star power, my only brand is crying like a child when I grandstand. I'm the perfect representation of America is today. It's being an unhealthy and unhappy. Every day I cry if things don't go my way. I'm an American who's ashamed. I'm fragile, I have no one to blame. America made me and drug addicts look the same. When I fought in the UFC, I lost my faith. I'm proud to be an American. I got a rush of adrenaline. I'm gonna fight Russians in Ukraine, 'cause I'm a bitch with no brain. I'm a whiny crybaby that's American. I'm full of this thing called estrogen. The doctor said I had a fragile skeleton and proceeded to call me a feminine man. I don't know what being American is. I never study history. I'm a straight edge meth head in misery. I never had a real victory. I'm an American who's ashamed. I'm fragile, I have no one to blame. America made me and drug addicts look the same. When I fought in the UFC, I lost my faith. I'm fragile, I have no one to blame. America made me and drug addicts look the same. When I fought in the UFC, I lost my faith.
The Quack. Yes, it's a song I personally made. One of the best songs I ever written. Yeah. And now it's a song. It's one of the best. And your brothers apparently mean to you. All brothers are mean to their brothers. So I know the feeling. It's fun. So that's just a few little bit of it I can share because it's there. Right. So yeah, I will. I am planning to go into something if in a few. So it's the stream that I was kind of hoping to review because there was something happened. I am a girl. Excuse me. Oh, well, I didn't know that. Anyway, which still reminds me of that one story that one time I got banned from a chat in Twitch, which is a fun little story to talk about. I'll talk about that now for a briefly. So give me a second until I get situated with the stream I want to review. because it's there. All right, almost there. We're about to get set up. Andrew Sanderson. Cool. Yes, siblings are mean to each other in either way. So whether brother or sister. All right, so I'll get to the story of the fun little story whenever I was banned from Twitch chat, and it was funny. But there we go. So, quick story, just fun story. Wolf. So, like, enter Twitch streamer chat. Say hi, right? So, no, nothing. That's all and stuff. So I type in her chat, just her chat, or he, I don't know, because at that point, I've never seen somebody get so angry about this. I type, how are you doing, sir or ma'am? But they type those things. She stops what she's doing. She stops what she's doing, right? She pauses the stream and leaves for a few minutes. Comes back angry and says, this is the most disgusting thing you could say, misgendering somebody, and tells me to, go F myself, go God die, and all that good stuff, and tells people to ban me. And there you go. Like, good to know. There are things, there's just things that you apparently don't want to say in a Twitch streamer's chat, because they take a lot of things seriously. So, just a fun little talk about it. All right, to Xavier, what you're asking, do you watch Stranger Things? Because I do. I mean, I haven't watched the latest season. I watched it before. Not too much of a big fan of it, to be honest with you. But I'm no one. Don't let me be a damper in your fun. Everyone has their own likes. I'm just not a big fan of it. You like what you like, though. But personally, it's not for me. I don't like it. That's that. Anyway, I think I should review this because somebody was talking about it briefly. Because I wanted to go good into this stuff. So, viewer discretion is advised. Because it's going to be a lot of crazy things. Shout out to the 3 viewing. I literally had like 26 viewing. My cat, though. Okay. Interesting. I actually should do this.
Time to get into the chat and get on the action, you motherfucker, you.
I don't know if people hear this. Tell me if you hear this.
You motherfucker, you. Remember, dirty, janky motherfucker, you. The salt bill is very high. This is awesome!
Hey, wait, I didn't do that. Come on, stop it. Alright. Let's do this again.
The donate links are below.
I don't know if you guys hear this. Yeah, I don't think you guys hear it. So let me try something else. Did I just get a notification? Ah, a donation, jonification or something. I don't know how to say it. My cat does not have a life. Ah, well, tell your cat to get one. Maybe things will be fixed. Oh, you don't hear it? Okay. Good. Let me change something real quick. Oh, no, not that. The wrong button. I don't want people to see my face. Do this? Is everything better? Yep. Should be good.
You're looking good, man. I like that, like.
I know. I love that.
Whatever that is.
That's the black man.
Okay, I think that's good. Oh, sorry for your loss. I guess. Wait, Xavier, what exactly are you saying about your cat? Because Well, there's not much to go off of right there. All right, rest in peace. I mean, rest in peace to Cat, I guess. But seeing so, let's skip right ahead. Again, viewer discretion is advised. I'm just reviewing this. Okay, come on. Work with me, buddy. There we go. Actually, not that. Not there. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's go.
Streets of Minnesota and fucking do this.
Everyone needs to be working together. Do you agree with
Yes,
that?
I agree with that, but they're never going to
Then
work
why-
with him. You know what it is?
But
Because
why-
they all hate
Why
Trump.
is it?
Because they all hate Trump. This is what I was going to say, Mello. Wait, just listen real quick. This is what I was going to say. This stems to
Yeah, this is the adult content I was talking about. I wouldn't recommend for anybody to listen. It's not for everybody.
people in the outside also looking in who hate Trump, right? And who are being taught to hate Trump by our media and by our other leaders who hate Trump, right? These people are going out of their way to badmouth him. Like what fucking Newsom said was, oh, all you people from all these other countries you better get knee pads because all you do is bow down to Trump and suck his balls and listen to everything he tells you to do. You guys are a bunch of pussies. And he
It's a
said
written
this.
job, not a suck job.
And he said this to all these people, right? And now what do you think's going to happen from that? We're going to lose from that. Our country's going to lose from that, right? And he goes and does that, right? And these other people that don't like Trump, like the people here who don't like Trump, are now emboldened even more to be like, no, fuck you, I ain't going to do what you say. But they all don't get one thing yet, that Trump does what he says, right? And I'm saying that might be for the worst.
So, just to clarify, I believe the position right now and what this topic is, of course, it's surface level, but that's okay. Ken is still right no matter what. I would say that much. When it comes to like the border security and when it comes to Trump, Ken is right. Okay, so what I'm gonna probably see, and I've already seen this, what Mello does, he's gonna be vague and try to broaden it, but not clarify anything. Because he plays these word games. I know he's done this before, but Ken is clearly talking about people not wanting to work together because they hate Trump. Mello says people should work together, but Ken's point is that they hate Trump, and why they're doing what they're doing that affects America is because they don't like Trump. I mean, that is right. I mean, they don't like Trump. That's why anything bad that happens usually is because anything but Trump. That's why illegal immigration is defended. I mean, is he wrong? That's the thing. I think pretty sure that was Ken was alluding to anyway. So I mean, I think everybody can understand this.
Right now, it's for the better, but it might turn out to be for the worse because if they keep pushing and pushing and pushing this guy, and he turns around and says, "Well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that," and you go ahead and you fucking doubt him, you're gonna get a problem. You're gonna have a serious fucking problem.
Can I ask you something?
It's
Why
gonna
is
be
Trump-
ridiculous now, bro.
I hear what you're saying.
You
but why
don't go,
does Trump-
but listen, Mello,
Why is
you
Trump-
don't go outside of the country and do that. You don't
Okay.
go to other leaders in other countries and badmouth our president. You want to stay in our country and do
Yeah, that makes sense too. Like Melo's about to ask about Trump. Ken gets passionate about this. He does. I'll admit this. Yes, does he go tirade? Yeah, of course. But that comes from the passion. He talks about this stuff, and that's why people enjoy listening to Ken at all. That's some people might see this as a bad quality. I mean, it can be. But that's one of Ken's best qualities is that he at least goes off on things like this, and it's fun to listen to him. That's why people enjoy him at all. Like he has good things to say, and then turns it into comedy. He knows how to balance back and forth from serious to comical. So, like, yes, is he passionate and is he emotional about this? Sure, but in this case, he's making a point and he's being logical about this. So, yeah.
you do it within our country. You don't do it outside of our country.
Plus, I do agree with the fact that why badmouth a president, your president, outside of the country to another president. I agree with Dave there. Why, like, how many people have done that to Biden or Obama or George Bush or Bill Clinton? Nobody. But it happens to Trump. Why? Yeah, Ken is making a good point here.
Great.
Why isn't Trump, okay, trying to tamper down?
Why should he have to? Why should he have to? Why?
But I would like to hear his full question. Why isn't Trump trying to tamper down? Tamper down what?
Should he have to? Because a bunch of fucking liberal twats tell him to?
Ken,
But tamper down what? That's the question Ken should ask.
Why should he have
political
to?
anymore.
Why should he have to?
It's not political. It's not left.
What the fuck? It's not political. Let's listen into this logic.
What are you talking about, bro? It's so
Yeah,
left and
people are-
right. What are you talking about? All that's complaining. All that is complaining is the fucking left.
Let me
That's all that is complaining.
You talk. Let me talk.
Dude, I barely talked.
What I'm saying is that people are dying now. Can we tamper
Yeah,
down?
people, dude, you know what? No,
What? People are dying. Can we tamper down? Tamper down what? This like this. What is that? Tamper down what?
Oh, Mello, guess what? Go to a black neighborhood and see how many people are dying every fucking day there. Nobody mentions a goddamn thing. Nobody goes out and riots. Nobody goes out and riots when a fucking 10-year-old black girl gets a fucking head blown off in her house while she's doing her fucking homework. Nobody gives a fuck about that. There's no fat dyke woman out there protesting that, is there? But when a fucking white woman gets shot because she's fucking interfering and shit, she gets blown away, or somebody with a gun gets wrestled and they shot him or whatever, we don't even know what happened with that yet to even judge it. First of all, to call anybody anything yet, because we don't even know what the fuck happened yet. We don't know shit. We don't know yet to make a judgment. That's second.
They already judged it. Ken.
No, yes, you're right. The left judged it. The left.
They judged it.
Yeah, they did judge it. You're right. They came right out and said they murdered him in cold blood.
The left.
Cold blood murder. Right away they said it. Yeah, you're right. They did.
The government judged it.
No,
They said
no,
this
the
is a great deal.
federal government didn't judge it. The fucking
This is what they
the
come out
media
and
did.
say.
The media did. The media.
Just to point this out, when Mello says tamper down, people are dying. It's beyond politics. So, like, okay, that's just a lot to ask about and unpack there. Because tamper down on what? People dying. Ken brought up people dying, and nobody talked about it. But but here's the issue. Here's the issue that I'm finding within this. Mello's saying it's not political. But a lot of these things that happen in media is politically motivated. It's just like how can you? How do I put this in the nicest way possible? It just comes off as willful ignorance to say it's not political, when anything that happens and news breaks out of it, there's a political motivation in why their sides in the first place. Mello's saying, "Oh, people should come together," but then says it's beyond politics. Well, okay, people dying is used as stories and driving motivations to create a divide. Instead, Mello's just saying it's not political. Everything that happens in media is politically driven. If Mello were to be like, I think there shouldn't be sides. I mean, nobody disagrees, but there is. You know, why am I even explaining this? He knows this. There's no way he doesn't understand this.
And can I say something? I like that Tommy says something about what we're talking about, right? He ignites the flame of what's happening, and the motherfucking piece of shit leaves. Yeah,
But dude, honestly, listen, this is like this. Me and you get into a fight, or like say 3 of us get into a fight, 3 of us, right? Me, you, and Chico get into a fucking brawl, the 3 of us, right? Which will never happen because we don't interact with ourselves like that. We respect each other. We're men. We can get in arguments over words and situations, but it's never like that because we're not immature fucking little boys, right? So we could get into a fight, right? And say one of us goes outside that fight and goes, hey, so and so is a friend, the guy who don't like him in the community. Oh, this guy doesn't like Mello. So now Ken goes to this guy because this guy don't like Mello, right? And talks a bunch of shit about Mello. And Ken goes to him and says, hey man, I got no fight with Mello. Fuck Mello, bro. I know what you mean now, bro. I know what you say, right? So how fucked up am I to go outside of that circle and to go to someone else, to go to his enemy, to go to the person who hates him, how easy that is to go make that move, to go to somebody that hates that person. Oh, now I'm going to be cool with you now. So because I got in an argument with him, and you go and you do that. That's what Newsom did. That's what Newsom did. You don't go outside your country and talk shit about your president and your country. You want to do it? You do it inside our country like you've been doing for the last 10 years. 10 fucking years now, this guy.
But what does Newsom have to, like, the guy's a piece of shit.
Because, dude,
What does he have to do with anything? Like, no, like, this is the thing you were talking about. What does that have to do with anything? Even though that was the topic. Like, remember, I brought up, it's almost like leftists act like they don't understand anything. But Ken was I just reviewed Ken talking about this. Like, literally, that was what he was talking about the entire time. Somebody going outside the country bad-mouthing the president. Their president. A person who should be basically partners with and helping running the country is bad-mouthing them outside of it. And Mello's sitting there going, well, what does it have to do with anything? Dude, no. Where do I go with that? Like, the level... Okay. Where do we begin? Let's just unpack this whole thing. First and foremost, that is the entire topic. Why is he asking what it has to do with anything? It's the topic of what you guys were talking about in the first place. What do you mean, what does it have to do with anything? It's the topic. Man, what are you talking about? You talking about something completely different or something? Are you thinking of, like, something completely different? People die. I'm like, well, what does that got to do with what Ken is saying?
Makes America lose and look bad. He looks bad. He makes
Trump's
us
doing right now.
No, it's not, bro. Bull fucking shit. In your mind, it is. In my mind, you know what's happening in my mind? Can I tell you what's happening in my mind? In my mind, they're going down there and they're fucking saying, hey, you want to fucking go and steal from the government, you want to steal from the tax-paying Americans, and you want to run this Somali scam, and you guys want to stand here with your dicks all out and doing this for the last 20 fucking years, and you want to do all this shit. Now I'm going to go down there with ICE agents, and I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to deport motherfuckers, and I'm going to get to the bottom of all this bullshit and fraud, and I'm going to see how fucking bullshit and fucking much of a fraud all you politicians are from this state and probably California and a number of other fucking states that are doing the same exact fucking shit. And now it looks like the Democrats are all doing this in all these states, all these fucking cities, political and all these states.
Just to point out, ICE did stop several drug trafficking and operations done by the Mexican mafias in several states. Just so you know, fun fact. Melo's saying it's not political, but I don't know why he says that.
Yes, it is, bro. You are so dumb. You are so dumb. If you say it's that, can I just finish what I'm saying though? Can I finish what I'm saying? All these states that are fucking
just saying something.
All these states that are fucking the cities that are what are they called again? The fucking sanctuary cities, right? All these sanctuary cities and all these sanctuary states, right? All this fraud that's going on in all these states. And they're all the same thing. Daycare,
what is healthcare with this stuff, though?
Dude,
that's what I'm saying.
He says what it has to do with this stuff. What is Mello referring to? Please Mello, please elaborate what you're referencing, because I'm noticing things that Ken is talking about, and Mello says what it has to do with anything. I want to know what he says.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It has to do. Oh my God! Can I say it? It has to do. Holy motherfucker!
Okay, this is the part where Ken just loses it. Okay, one of two things to take away from this. Ken actually is frustrated about this, and he's trying to explain to Mello the whole deal about the border, Gavin Newsom, and Trump. This is one thing. Mello, okay, this is the thing I just talked about yesterday, where leftists literally act like they don't understand a goddamn thing. This is Mello acting like, oh, what does that have to do with anything? When Ken is literally talking about that, and it's the topic, and he acts like he doesn't even know what the topic is. Yeah, like, I really do not get why he does this. It's almost infuriating. It's infuriating. I get it. Dude, like at this point, Mello does this on purpose. You cannot convince me otherwise. Dave just said it himself. He just said it right here. Mello is ignoring the point purposely to try to redirect the conversation. That's the problem, though. The conversation will not make sense because Mello speaks a lot, like plays a lot of word games, so it doesn't really make sense either way. That's the first problem. And sometimes you're ending up explaining something to him. Ken's frustrated because Mello chose to act like he doesn't understand what he is talking about. Well, what does that have to do with anything? It's not about politics. As I explained already, especially with the people dying, and I'm going to make this point, and if Ken is listening, I hope you are, buddy. How you doing, by the way, if you are? I'm just going to say this now. I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say it simply. Anything that is widespread media whatsoever, is politically motivated. And why you see a divide and people freak out over these killings or anything like that, especially with the border, right? Especially with the migration, and why they report ICE being these terrorist Gestapo police, is to create a divide that is politically motivated. Mello knows this. Everybody with half a brain would already know this. And I think I explained it quite well, all things considered. Right? And what Ken was trying to explain is simply the topic Mello does not want to have. He does not want to discuss. That's what I take from it. Why is Mello trying to redirect it? Why is Mello trying to be like it's not political? What is it then?
Damn! What's wrong with you?
And he's smiling. There we go. Okay, I gotta show this. He's smiling. He knows what the fuck he's doing. Yep. Okay. Go figure. Hold on. Facing front, facing back. There we go. Let's see it. Okay, let's see it. If you can see it well. Come on. Come on. See that face? Look at that. Look at that. What the fuck? Well, what are you doing there, Mello? Why are you smiling? You think it's funny? Huh? Look at your face. Like, he knows what he was doing. Why are you mad? Oof, what are the odds? I think I showed that. But let's go back here. I'm only reviewing this, by the way, because Dave wanted to review it, and I would have liked to see the review. So I'm doing it.
I listen to everything you say. I say one.
Nah, well, I mean, you listen. You just don't want to get it. You just don't want to accept it.
Like you just keep nipping little things in just to shut me up every time I go to make a goddamn point, bro.
Nothing to do with people are dying.
Oh my god.
People are. Mello's just like talking point. People are dying. Yeah, I mean, yes, people are dying, Mello. I mean, old people die. That happens. Thanks for pointing that out. What is that? What's your point?
Bro, oh my god. You don't let me finish before you make a goddamn comment, dude.
The real thing you should be saying, Ken, is I already made these points to you. I don't know why you keep going back and forth with me on this. You like explained it pretty well, man. You got it. You got it, buddy. I don't know why Mello does what he does, though.
I just want to finish what I'm saying. Get to your point.
You made the point, though. That's the thing. Ken, if you're listening, Ken, listen, please. You made the point several times. You made the point several times, dude. He just doesn't want to get it. He's leftist. That's all you need to know.
Me. What? Fuck you. I'm trying to explain something to you, bro. It is involved with Democrats. It is involved with politics. It's not outside of politics. It doesn't have to do with politics no more. Yeah, okay. Dude, the Democratic Party it's running their shit.
Yeah, well, I kind of already explained how it actually has everything to do with politics, so we could say Mello is wrong. I mean, we all know this has everything to do with politics anyway. I don't even think I needed to explain that. But whatever.
The mafia, like the fucking mafia. They are all telling all these sanctuary cities and all these sanctuary states are all doing the same thing. They're involving in fucking healthcare fraud, daycare fraud, driving fraud, fucking any kind of fucking fraud you could think of. And it's all the same fraud because they found a way to cheat the system. They found a way
to do with any of this.
Oh my god.
Mello's asking the same questions. This is called circular logic, at least a form of it. Ignoring Ken's points and asking the same question. In fact, this would be actually Mello's premise. It has nothing to do with it by inserting the same premise. Or not elaborating it.
You're asking.
I'm saying something.
Bro, you just asked me a question. 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 God damn it.
Ken, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah, okay, dude. Right. I'm wrong. Right.
You're wrong.
Okay.
You're wrong.
Right.
You're wrong.
Right.
Wrong about what, though? Like, Ken has actually said everything that is actually factual.
Ask me a question and then talk over me. Ask me a question and then talk over me.
Like, I mean, if Mello really wanted to get like knee deep into it, he'd still like start with the Democratic Party with what they're doing. So, like, I mean, like he's kind of protective of the Democratic Party. Ken's just talking about like the basic stuff. Like he's not even going into this comparative talk. He just saying things that we're all thinking. Like Ken like sees these things. He knows what's. I mean, like he's not a conspiratorial talk guy. He just know. But like these things, even if you wanted to go to there, and Mello's a conspiratorial guy, so he himself knows what the Democrats are up to. So like so you would think like he would know more than Ken, right? But he's defensive for the Democrats. Why? And this isn't to say Ken doesn't know anything. Ken knows a lot. That's why he's able to go point for these things. Obviously, he knows a lot. He's smart. What I'm saying is Ken's not into the conspiracy theories. He's into the politics. He likes talking about it. He definitely knows things. He definitely knows what these state governors are up to. He does know these things. Mello is into the conspiracy though. So he would definitely know the satanic bullshit rituals they be doing. So like you get my point, right? And Mello's defensive. I wonder why. What did you
You're going Trump.
Yeah,
Trump.
ask me a question and talk over me.
Good.
Right.
You could,
Is that how you do? Is that how you?
for you?
Like,
You
dude,
can look back on the video. I'm not talking over.
dude,
You can.
you asked me a question.
Well, I mean, I've listened in. Ken is just passionate about these things. I already talked about why Ken is going into these things. Ken explained it very well, and Mello is just choosing not to get it. So it's not the issue of Ken being talked over or the vice versa. Is Mello refusing to understand Ken's point and just ignoring it? So that's really the answer. So Ken being like he's not letting me answer the question is not coming from the fact that Mello actually won't let him answer. It's a matter of fact, Mello is choosing simply not to understand Ken's answers to the question. That's really what it is. Some people say Ken wasn't emotional, yes, but Ken's frustration does not come from simply just being interrupted. It's the simple fact Mello keeps asking the same question. And Ken having to elaborate this several times, and Mello not wanting to get this at all. And Ken's like, I'm trying to explain this to you. I'm trying to explain this to you. It's like one of those things where you're trying to help a grandma across the street who's in the middle of the road, but she's hitting you with the purse and like, no, I don't. Get your hands off me, bro. I'm trying to help you across the street. You're going to get hit with a car. No, I don't want your help. Stuff like that. That's what I'm taking away from this. Ken trying to help Mello understand something, and Mello, clearly, I know he already does. He's just simply choosing to play this I don't know and you're dumb kind of thing. That's what it is.
You just started going. Blah, 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 blah.
Ken, I didn't ask you anything.
Yes, you did. You said.
Well, he actually asks the same thing over and over again, which, again, back to the original point, Ken already answered several times.
What does that have to do with it?
Just
Like 15 times.
screaming.
You said. What?
Yes, he's screaming. Yes, Mello. I can actually guess why that would be the case. We all know.
What does that have to do with it? You again.
The point, but you're.
Oh my God! You can't even answer me.
Crazy.
You can't even answer me though.
Can you not scream?
You can't even answer me though.
You see, and I know this trick. Can you not scream? Know what he's trying to do. Know what he's trying to do. Know what you're doing there, buddy.
Just talk your.
No, because every time I don't scream, you just talk over me.
Let's just calm down. Yeah.
Dude, every time I talk normal, you just talk over me.
Ken, I let you talk. You can replay the video. I'm not.
Okay.
Well, actually, listening in again, I listened into this. Mello. Again, the issue isn't really even Mello talking over or vice versa. So, already covered this. We already kind of have an understanding of what the actual issue is.
You can't. You can look.
Dude, every time I go to make a point, you fucking blurt something out to fuck me up.
True, that part is actually true.
Let's just
We reviewed it.
sit down.
Dude, you asked me a question. You said, what does this have to do with it? And then I wanted to explain what it had to do with it, and you just started saying shit. Like, do you want me to explain myself? Like, you're sitting there like, oh, this guy has no clue what he's talking about at all, but you won't listen.
Things really bad.
No,
That's also true.
Mello, you're sitting there and you're laughing and you're saying he has no clue what he's talking about, but you won't listen.
Ken,
Very true. This is actually on stream. Him refusing not to listen. Him just going. Him just be like, oh, what does that have to do with anything? He's done this.
listen to everything you said.
No, you didn't.
Even if he did, that would mean he would be more disingenuous in his talking points, because this has been explained pretty well. Everybody with a brain already knows what Ken has talked about. Ken explained it very well. And you know what's funny? Ken wouldn't even have to explain this to someone like Mello. Mello would already understand this. He's just choosing not to get it.
Because you sat there and just, Mello, you just sat there and said, what does this have to do with it? If you're listening to me, you would understand what I'm saying, whether you agree with it or not.
Ken, can you explain it? Explain it in
He already did.
simple terms where you're not taking 5 or 10 minutes of saying something.
I mean, but like, what the fuck though, dude? If I take 5 or 10 minutes to explain something to you, what's the problem?
You won't let me because you won't let me.
Yes, I will once I finish what I'm fucking saying.
I'm wrong.
If you would let me finish what I'm saying one fucking time, then you can speak. Then you can speak. That's how a conversation goes. You asked me a question, I went to answer you. I don't know why you would say that. Whether you agree with me or not, I explained to you what I think is going on. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with me. I wouldn't be mad at you for not agreeing with me. Do you get that? So you're going to play this now, where you just don't speak at all now? Is that what we're going to do now, dude? Seriously?
Oh, I said I muted so you can explain what's going on.
Okay. So we'll play that game instead of being grown-ass fucking men.
What do you mean I'm playing a game? I just said I'm
Like,
muting.
you're muting now, and I'm talking to you, and you're like, when I'm done.
I'm trying to explain.
Conversation, Mello. When I stop speaking, you come in and you speak, and then I won't speak till you're done.
Well, you
It's
just
just simple.
talked. You just asked me a question, so I'm saying something. Now you're talking over me again.
All right, I'm talking over you.
Explain what you're saying. That's why I muted.
Ken already did. Again, we covered this. We already know he did.
I'm not being a baby. I'm
Yeah.
trying to listen.
See, this is what I'm saying, bro. We just wasted a half hour so I could explain the same exact thing I just explained twice.
Everyone in the chat knows what you're saying. Please
Oh,
explain.
no one knows what I'm saying. No one knows what I just said at all. Really?
Mello.
Really? Is that what you're telling me? No one understands what I just said at all.
Read the chat. No one knows what you're saying.
Okay, so what are they saying?
They're saying, "What's the point? What's going on?"
The point is, you said it wasn't.
What's the point? What's going on? Yeah, well, Dave just informs me the chat actually knew what Ken said. I'm sure the replay value will tell me as well. Let's go there. Hold on.
Political, and I said yes, it is, because it's the Democratic Party. I'm going to say this again now. I don't know what the fuck, why nobody could get that. I said it very clearly. It's the Democratic Party.
So looking at the chat, Nikki J is like, "Who shows this? What the fuck?" Only one guy agreed with Chico. So like, oh no, one guy agreed with Mello. That's just one. So going through the chat here, it's a permit to carry in what is it? MN, not conceal carry. Guess he's talking about a weapon, firearm. Hey, YP, here's Mike Kell, the funny talking guy. Out with cows, if you aren't a lib, they call you a pedo supporter. Libs are pedo supporters. Out with cows, don't worry about that one. Mrs. Van McCann, what? Trump is dead set on ruling with power. There is no turning anything down. I'm guessing user L. La3 is the one that agrees with Mello, seemingly. Oh, wait, never mind. He says Ken's right. Never mind. Seemed like he said something liberal, but I guess not. People get slaughtered in bad neighborhoods every day, and there is no outrage. User is right about that. This is what the ruling powers want from you, Ken. You constantly be left versus right. So it's Chico who agrees with Mello, apparently. I don't know why, because Mello's talking about left versus right, but Ken is talking about a specific kind of thing called the border security, where Democrats try to go against Trump over anything, especially even if it's against America's safety. Left or right, I mean, leftists are retarded and they choose to be this way. So we're past. So it's not just, we're not past that moment. In fact, you get what I'm saying? In fact, we're more so like that than ever. These same people, leftists, champion killing right-wingers. They call you Nazis. They call you Nazis. Anything that they dislike is a Nazi to them. They champion death of the right wing. Remember that firefighter that died at the Trump rally who got shot? They champion that. Remember Charlie Kirk? They champion that. Am I wrong? Remember Ross, who almost got hit by the car by that Renee Good, who actually had internal bleeding afterwards? They're like, he wasn't hit, even though he was, explain the internal bleeding he had. But apparently she was a hero for blocking ICE agents from doing their duties, which is a federal crime, by the way. She was being arrested, but guess what? She tried to drive away, hurting another person. Great person, great. These same people want to kill you. Not everybody, though. Yeah, you're right. Not everybody, but let's be honest here. They want to kill you. The left want to kill you. They're commies. So, yes, it is about left versus right. Should there be sides? I don't think so. I don't think so. But to act like they're just trying to create a divide and conquer, but you know who's falling for it? Leftists, not right-wingers. Leftists. They're the ones willing to hurt you and champion it. They're the ones willing to dox you over this stuff. Not right-wingers. Not right-wingers. But the moment they retaliate, oh, Nazis. Oh, fascists. Willing to get you fired over your job over this. I'm sorry. If we're talking about who's falling for it, it's the left. It's literally the leftists who fell for it. If we're right-wingers, we're just that way because the left live in a hive mind. There's a study that was done, by the way, how right-wingers are actually more diverse in their thinking than the left. The left literally are in the hive mind. I'm not lying. There's an actual study of this. You can look at this up yourself. There's a study. So Ken isn't falling for it. He's just pointing out something that the Democrats are actually doing. Even if you want to say Republican Party is corrupted, nobody's denying that. But why would we even care about that aspect? Why would we care about corruption at this point when our lives are at stake based on others who want to kill us? The last thing I'm worried about is somebody who just wants to make money. Hey, you know what? If they want to make money, cool. I have ways to make money too. Everybody wants to make money. I have less corrupt ways of doing it. But anyway, let's go.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm telling you, this is probably true because it's happening in every fucking state that is fucking democratically ran. Every city that is democratically ran. They're doing fraud in all these states the same exact way. Why is it all the same fraud then? Unless they're all in cahoots together. Unless they all said, yo, let's do this. We'll let the Somalians, we'll let these people, we'll let those people, we'll let these people fuck the system, funnel the money back to us, and we'll keep running for office and shut our mouths and sign off on everything and not send people there to see if this or that and this and that. So that's what I'm saying. You said it wasn't political. I said, yes, it is. I think all the Democrats are in on it.
Okay, but it is political. That is actually a factual statement. It is political. Based on what I just explained and based on what you just heard from Ken, it is in fact political.
It's happening in all the Democratic states. That was my point. You don't have to agree with that. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. It's not happening in any Republican states, and Republicans aren't doing it.
I don't know. They're not looking in the Republican states. I don't know if the fraud's happening there. They're mentioning all these Democratic states. I'll tell you that. California.
Well, let me say this. A Democrat in 2020 was arrested for election fraud in Texas. So I'll just leave it at that.
Ken.
So Mello, so who's doing that? So who's tricking us then? Who is it?
It's not a.
Because if you're gonna sit here and tell me, hey, Mello, hold on. You're telling me that's bullshit, what I just said, and you laughed about it and said, oh, Kenny, come on. You know Republicans are doing it too. If that's true, right? From the media that hates Republicans and Trump is not reporting that and saying, hey, look, all these people on the right are calling out all these people on the left and the Somalians and all these people for fucking the system. But yet, look at all these Republicans doing it in their states. How come that hasn't happened? Did you think the media
Good point, Ken. Good point.
Is that what you're telling me?
And
I just want to know. I just want to know, bro. I'm trying to make sense.
I don't typically agree with
But Thomas is another one, so I guess there's two guys.
you, but for once I might have to. Mainstream media has made our country a political. It might be time for that social buddy lol.
I just want to make sense of it, and you.
It's always been political. Like again, it's already been talked about this. All right, we could go into the history of what the Democrats tried to do politically and to sabotage their political opponents with sexual assault allegations over the years. And that's why anybody that's even registered Republican at the time even had that label because of the, accusations that are not proven. Just to say that.
Telling me that the media is going to cover for that.
Ken's also right. MSNBC, CNN are not going to just ignore that. If they're true, they're covering it full stop and got to talk about how evil Trump is, like they always do.
Thank you. I know you don't agree with me a lot of things, but I'm saying that we are way past Republican left and right.
No, and
people are dying.
Yeah,
and
in your mind.
People are dying. That doesn't mean we're past that. People were dying even before this was even taken seriously at all. It's always been left and right.
In your mind, we're way past Republicans and Democrats. Two people died.
The minority.
Two people died. Oh, two people died. Wow. Oh God. Two people die every 5 fucking minutes in Chicago. In the hood.
You really don't care about people.
No, you people fucking selectively care. That's what you people do. You selectively care about shit. That's what
you
people
selectively said a lot of
selectively care about
things,
shit.
and not one said anything about Republicans doing anything wrong. This is what I'm saying. They're all wrong.
You haven't said anything about Republicans doing anything wrong. Why does he have to? Why does he have to? That's my question. Mello hasn't brought up anything remotely what Ken was talking about. And when all Mello had to do is say, well, the Republicans are doing the same thing. And that's what even Ken brought it up to him. Don't you think they would talk about it if they were actually doing this? But here's the thing. I don't even classify this as a whataboutism. Because but it is a whataboutism, but I wouldn't do that. Because it's missing the entire point of more than so. This is an issue, and if it is Republicans doing it, by the way, then Ken would mention it, right? So it's not just a simple whataboutism. It's Well, look, what about you might be going, what about the Republicans? You're not calling them out. The basic thing is, well, if the Republicans were doing it, what's your evidence on this? So the burden of proof is really what there is. If Ken knew, he would call it out. But since Mello points this out, you're not criticizing Republicans. Ken, the best question is, what would Ken need to criticize Republicans about when it came to the border and when it came to Gavin Newsom going across seas and talking bad about the president? Did this happen to Obama? Did this happen to Bill Clinton? No. This is even happened to George W. Bush, a Republican president. So again, he's trying to say it's not about Republicans and Democrats and all this stuff, but then talks about Republicans doing the same thing, which actually defeats his point in the first place that he says it's not about that. It just simply is like, okay, so you yourself don't even believe what you're saying. Is it whataboutism? Sure, but that's, to be fair, more to it than that. Because it still requires an explanation of why Mello is bringing it up. So I don't want to, so like, that's the case. If you just say, whataboutism, like a lot of people like to use that term, including leftists. They do that to me all the time, like, what's whataboutism? Well, no, I'm just pointing out the fact that this happens all the time. For instance, remember at the time I brought up the fact that the falsely deportations of civilians, brown skin, and white people happened even predates Trump. Oh, whataboutism? No, you're just blaming something on Trump that predates him. This is actually back in like 1960s when people, legal immigrants were granted amnesty, the Amnesty Act, if I remember correctly, where illegals started pouring in, and a lot of corporations and companies took advantage of that, hired these illegals, right? And they were discovered, and these work sites were raided. This is predates Trump also. Some of them got deported, and some of those were legal workers, legal working class citizens, whether immigrants or not. It happens. This predates Trump. And that's because of open borders. When you open the borders and then you let illegals work in the same companies as your working class citizens, it is easy. Some of these people get lumped and some of these people get arrested because all they know is there are illegals there and we need to stop them. This is the issue. Should it happen? No. But to simply blame one person, which is what the Democrats do, is the issue. But they also let these freaking borders open back in 2020, or not just 2020, 2021, let these open the floodgates, let them in, and say they're human beings too. And that actually increased the amount of times an illegal person that wasn't a legal immigrant that got deported falsely. So who do you blame here? But you blame Trump. So it's not a whataboutism. It's just simply the fact that this predates what they are talking about, what Mello is referring to. He's just too lazy and too stupid. That, or he just doesn't want to bring it up because it still requires blaming a Democrat for the open borders, for the illegal deportations, and for the split hairs of left versus right caused by the media, by Orange Man Bad. Hey, not whataboutisms. It's simply the fact. But I know what you mean when you say whataboutisms. But I think I explained it pretty well. I just wouldn't go as far as saying it's whatabout. I think it's more than that. And a bit unfair sometimes because it still requires a big explanation and a big reason for it. Plus, it's easy for people to use that. Fuck your explanation. It's whataboutism. I guess it's I guess you could say it's appropriate in this case because he just says Republicans are bad. I mean, like, okay, well, like, why? Like, what does this have to do with what we're talking about?
Republicans doing shit. Tell me.
Don't need.
Tell me
you
what the
don't need
Republicans
Trump.
are doing.
You
Tell
don't
me.
need anybody
Tell
telling
me.
you that
Tell
Republicans
me.
do something. They're all corrupt, man.
Tell me.
Okay, this is a form of whataboutism. Oh, they're all corrupt. The Republicans do. Okay, this is whataboutism by definition.
No,
Tell me where.
you should. You
Show
don't.
me.
Everybody's
Show-
corrupt. Okay, cool. Everybody knows that. What's your point? What does that have to do with what Ken is saying? What are you trying to say? That Republicans did the same thing as Democrats? I mean, if they did, then Ken would be talking about this. Just so you know.
Report it to me. You're telling me the media is going to cover for Republican Party and Republicans?
Ken,
Never happened, bro.
Ken, you really don't.
That makes
think
no
that these
sense.
People are.
That makes
No,
no
you don't
sense.
make no sense.
That makes
What?
no
You
sense.
don't make no sense, man.
Yeah, I make
People
no
are
sense.
corrupt.
People are corrupt. Okay, dude, you that's not explaining anything. That doesn't explain anything. People are corrupt. Everybody knows this. What do you mean? What are they doing that you see as corrupt outside of making money? Which you would just use as an explanation. It's all about the money. Okay, but what are they doing? They're just making money. Okay, but what exactly are they doing evil? Oh, and then this word games you'll play. Word salad a bunch of times.
Said it yourself.
Right.
People are corrupt.
I make no sense.
This is why politics and shit. It's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
Like
Enough anymore.
I make no sense. It's too far. It's too far now. 2 people died.
It's not that it's
Whoa.
too far. It's that
Like,
you keep going back to the same examples that are not helping.
what about the 2 people that died fucking months ago? What about Charlie Kirk?
Mello has yet to explain anything. Everybody's corrupt. Well, that's a talking point. What does that got to do with what Ken is trying to say?
Fuck about that?
Made it very clear for months about Charlie Kirk. Yeah, I know.
Did
about
you give a
Charlie
fuck
Kirk.
about that? Was that enough then? Was it Republican, Democrat then?
Hey Ken, you can go back on your stream and see what I said.
We are continuing now.
Because you wouldn't ask that question if you listen.
Well, all I'm saying is you said this is past the line. This makes
Say
it
they can- and
further
you're
than
doing-
Republicans
you're
and
doing a
Democrats.
whataboutism. You're doing a whataboutism.
No, I'm just
Oh, wow. Wow. Typical commie tactic. Accuse a person of what you're doing.
saying.
Stop it.
I'm just saying
You're
it's
saying
it's
so-
selectively.
it's like
Now it's past the
man.
line. Now it's
It's
past
like-
the line.
it's like everything I say,
It's
for
past the
everything I
line.
do.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying you.
What did you?
You're speaking,
For 5
dude.
years,
Dude,
Ken, for 5 years,
Bro.
I've been on your show.
bro.
For 5 years,
You're
you
mirroring.
go back
Yo,
and say
I don't know if you're doing it on
I call-
purpose. I don't know.
I call. Hold on.
I don't know.
I call it everybody over and over. You act like I don't.
I call out everybody. Yeah, no one cares. That's okay, dude. He's making it about himself. He's literally making it about himself now. I call it everybody. What about you? So he's turning it into a ethical debate. Mello is literally trying to turn it into an ethical debate right here by saying he calls out everybody. So therefore, I'm more or less biased, and you won't acknowledge bad things about the things I don't like. That's what I'm hearing.
Call it everybody.
No, I don't.
Call it everybody.
No, I don't.
You always protect Donald Trump, and I don't understand.
Ken has been a pretty big critic on Donald Trump these past months, if not longer. Well, maybe not as much, but in the past, at least around 2024. I do, yes. Has he been more critic and defensible for him? Yes, but he's also been very critical of him, especially saying things like, Donald Trump fucked us over. He said things like this. He's been very critical. He's been back and forth on the guy. He's been very critical. But he's also been defensible, yes, but also critical. So I wouldn't say he's very defensive of Trump. I would just say basically he just understands what the Democrats are doing, and Trump is a saint compared to them. I think everybody can agree to that. You don't have to like the guy. Who cares?
Protect Donald
Yeah.
Trump.
Yes, you
Sorry, had to do something, but I'm back.
Law. What is he doing against law?
Just Google it. AI it.
Yeah, let me Google it.
Ask your
Oh, you mean the 34 felonies, or the Democrats were the ones accusing him and prosecuting him? Also, well, actually, to put it better, the ones who are accusing him were also the ones trying to prosecute him. I mean, those Democrats who were accusing him of felonies that they couldn't prove in court. But what do we know?
Let me go Google it, because they tell the truth.
Ken,
It's
it's
Google
Ken,
telling the
you
truth.
should know what he's.
Google it. Well, I will say this, right? Let me just say this. We could Google that. But this is what I would say in Mello's shoes. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Like that's what the media told me. Might as well. I mean, like, no getting out of it.
On now.
Google tells the truth so much, right? All right. Google tells the truth. Right? I'll go Google it. Let me go find out what Google tells me about Donald Trump and listen to it and then make my decision.
It's all about Democrats.
All right. Listen, dude, I don't give a fuck if anybody agrees with me or not. I don't care if anybody agrees with me or not. I don't give a fuck.
Perfect.
I don't care if
I'm getting the end. Yep, Mello is really defensive for Democrats for some reason. Oh, because Ken didn't criticize Republicans. Funny.
anybody agrees with me or not. I don't give a fuck if anybody agrees with me.
I'm just trying to help you.
You don't need to help me. You don't need to help me,
Of
bro.
course I do.
No, you
Of course I
don't.
do.
No, you don't.
Of course
No,
I
you
do.
don't. You don't
You're
need to help
not
me,
there.
bro. You don't need to help me. You don't need to help
I'm
me.
your first.
Yeah?
I'm gonna put the link in, just in case anybody wants to call on. Because, like, why not? At this point, Mello isn't really. I think I've talked about enough. There it is. So anybody want to call in, go for it. Not that anybody cares is listening in, but you know, you get the point.
So what do you help me with? What do you help me with then? What exactly are you helping me with? Let me hear. What exactly are you going to help me with?
And
Let me hear.
Well, I can
You said
say-
you want to help me. Let me hear what you're going to help me with.
all right, I'll help you with this.
Yeah. No. I want to hear
Take
what
it.
you think you're going to help me with. Not
I
what you
just-
just
listen,
decide on now, but like
I
what you.
just,
Yeah, let me hear
I
it.
just, I was just answering.
All right, guys.
Would you like it? Would you like to hear it? Huh? Okay. You got to take it out of your mind that it's Republicans or Newsom or Democrats or Trump or TDS syndrome or anything about hate. You got to take that out. It's to the point where people are picking sides where we're not sides, we're Americans. And we're very complicated and complex, and we're not put on 50-50. So what I'm saying to you is that the entire political system, left, right, in the middle, your friends, the people you like, the people you voted for, anything. People are wrong. People are corruptible. People have been corrupt. Things are breaking. The system is wrong. The people you're putting too much faith into these people that they don't give a fuck about you or your family or your daughters or anybody that you love. They would put you in harm's way. They would put you in war. And
This is our talking points. Dave said in word salad. True. Here's what I call it. It's an emotional appeal. He's not actually explaining anything. He's just saying things that are easy to say. Word salad, I mean, like, it's word games, definitely. But it's also, like, not explaining anything of what Ken was talking about. All he's trying to say is, oh, but, like, things are bad. Well, like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. No shit. What do you... Who would have thought?
just take you as a side note. You should know that because I'm not bringing up, but as my family was in war too, and my family got diseases my government who doesn't give a fuck about them. Okay? When people were murdered in my family, the FBI didn't do fucking shit about it. Okay?
I mean, like, that's kind of a city state level jurisdiction for state police to handle. Why do you need the FBI to handle that? Huh? I don't understand. Like, what is these points what are these statements you're making? Everybody's family dies. You're not the only person here, Mello. Not the only person. You're literally talking to a person who had parents who took the vaccines. No offense. Just saying. Just saying. Talking to a guy who lost his parents. You're also dealing with people who literally lose people. Like, you're everybody around you. Everybody around you. Huh? And he's saying, well, like, the government doesn't care about you. Ken never said the government cared about him. Ken's point isn't government cares about him. Ken's point is who the fuck goes to the back, behind president's back, that you're supposed to be working with, and talking bad about him to another president. This is what Ken is talking about. Talk about, like, yeah, basically. He's talking about this stuff. The Democrats are more fixated on hating Trump, even if it means the downfall of America. Like, the best example is the border security. Enough said. Best example is literally the tampons in bathrooms. Literally a critical race theory. These things are downfall just to say I hate Trump. What do you mean government doesn't care about you? We know this. Who's saying government cares about us? This is just one of these word games and these emotional appeal that everybody knows he's just saying. This is nothing new. Ken knows this. Everybody knows this. The chat knows this. You aren't saying anything that people don't know.
So don't come to me and tell me about this shit because I've been there too. I'm telling you, the system is wrong. The system has failed. The system is flawed.
Oh, what about me? Well, as you get over it.
It has been forcing us to pick sides. It has been brainwashing us. It's been every time you see someone shot in the head or the neck, or every time you see blood, it's desensitizing our self of being of Americans. Chinese.
Okay, so we're done with this, Mel. Just a question. Did you like the fact that Charlie Kirk was shot in the neck? Did that make you, like, what was your thoughts about that? What was your thought of Charlie Kirk dying when you first saw it? This is a question. What was your first thought when Trump was shot, the first time he was shot, and the firefighter dying? And liberals championing those things. What's your thought? Is it going to be, oh, right wingers doing it too? Or something? Is that going to be your answer? It won't. Well, it will be, because anything. Well, like, I don't think of anything. Let's be honest here. You're a Democrat.
And Russia are fucking laughing in our face every time this happens.
Russia and China are laughing at our face. I mean, okay, whatever you say, buddy.
It is a terrible thing that's going on. And let me tell you something. If this keeps up, the thing that you are saying, the thing that you hold dear and near to your heart, it won't fucking be there anymore. It will crumble to the ground because America is an idea. It's an ever-changing idea.
What are you talking about now? What's he talking about? It will crumble. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean, dude? Like, what do you want about now?
It's not a constitution. It's not amendments. It's you and me. It's what we believe in. And if we keep saying it's okay for governments to push the line, the next government's going to come in and push it even further.
No one is saying that. Is he serious? Like, nobody said, like, government should step over the line. Nobody voted for that. Who's saying this? He didn't. Whatever. Well, let him have his tangent about nothing.
I'm telling you, I'm not saying this as I'm a fucking idiot or a Democrat or anything else. I'm trying to protect everyone. I'm protecting your daughters. I'm protecting my brother.
Hear that? We're under Melo's protection, everybody. Under a protection of a Jew. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Melo will protect us. He's always had our backs. Sure.
Protecting my mother. I'm protecting my friends. I'm protecting the loved ones. I'm protecting my friends like you. People that change my life, that make me happy every day. Politics don't matter to me. I don't care about this stuff anymore. What matters is that America is burning. And there's not a leader that will step up and say, and take accountability, say, I'm wrong. We need to stop it. We need to come together. I am sick and tired of every day things getting worse and not better with no solutions. It's not fair anymore. And I hear what you're saying. I'm not trying to argue with you. I respect what you're saying. You have legitimate points. What you're saying is true.
But you'll laugh at his face and dismiss him and be like, that has nothing to do with anything. And act like it's nothing to do and act like he's an idiot. But you're sure.
But I'm saying it's a little bit more complex than left, right, or pointing fingers or what they did in the past. It's a terrible thing that's going to happen to all of us. And you know it. I know it. That's why we're acting like this. That's why we're so upset and we're trying to put our feet in the ground because we're trying to stop the inevitable. America is going to break and it will never come back.
Well, you want to know a solution? It won't break if we stop the Jews. If we stop taking money from Jews. Just saying. Maybe if we, stop laundering money for Jews. Maybe we stop protecting Israel. But Christians have Israel. Just saying.
I love America. You love America. Everyone here loves America. I don't know what's going on, what's happening, but something has definitely took control of this country.
Jews.
And is
Jews
tearing it to pieces. And I apologize to you, Ken, if I upset or stepped out of line tonight or any night. I don't mean to do that. I don't mean to laugh at your face. I just don't want things to get worse because I like Saturday nights. I like having socials.
I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore.
Real quick, and I never muted anybody real quick. I
finish what you're saying, and I gotta make a statement.
What's going to happen right now? You're going to come in and stir the pot, and Mello will leave. So what I'm telling you is,
why would you leave?
Because what's going to happen is this guy right here is about stupid Jew. You're a stupid Democrat.
No, he's like Eric Cartman. You're a stupid Jew, but whatever, just deal with it.
You're stupid this, you don't know.
I haven't even said a word. I haven't even said Did he say something in the chat? The tolerant left. Wait. Did he say something in the chat, Mello? Is that why you're saying that or no?
No, last time he came in, he did the same thing.
No, I didn't.
And we give you privileges to come in and not just come in like a crazy man.
No, he didn't say anything in the beginning, Mello, and there's no reason to fucking leave. There would be no reason.
I just don't want this guy, because this guy's going to yell at me right now.
Well, then you yell back at him.
Where's the echo?
You yell back at him.
Where's the echo?
I don't know. I don't hear one.
Okay.
I was going to wait till you were done speaking, and I was going to say something, but what do you want to say? What? Are you done?
I wanted to hear what you said. Yeah.
All right, I'll still say what I'm going to say, but
I don't even know if I was done, but yeah, I am done now. Correct.
All right. So, Nikki, what's up? He is so wrong on everything he's saying. And no, I don't think you're a stupid Jew. Why would you ever say that? Why would you call me?
No, maybe he is a stupid Jew. Maybe you did say that. I don't know. Maybe Mello realizes he's a stupid Jew, and you just, you never know. You wouldn't be wrong to saying that. Just saying.
And he's listen,
I would attack you.
listen, he's the one guy. Listen, wait. Hold on, Miller, hold on. He's the one guy, Nicky, you gotta understand. He's the one guy, right? That comes on the streams that pushes against Ken and what Ken says sometimes.
Yeah,
right?
but for
And
two
he
weeks
takes
in a row,
he takes
like,
Came on the stream last time and said "stupid Jew" many times. The first thing he said.
So that's why Mello was saying that. But Nick, go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
dude, I've never said anything about stupid Judy.
Yeah, but that's why I explained. No, but that's why I'm just saying. That's why I'm saying he's saying that.
You can go back on the channel and listen. to
No, he's not questioning whether that's true or not.
I can't believe you're acting like that. I hear it echo.
Dude, this is insane. Dude, Ken, like, I don't know what you got going on here, but this is insane.
What?
Like, what? I've been nothing but respectful to you, Mello.
He's not down. Yeah, he's not saying you did. He's not. He's just jumping the gun because he's
saying I called him a stupid Jew.
No, he's saying. I don't think he said you called him a stupid Jew. He's just saying that.
Maybe he did. I don't know. Like Nikki says he hasn't. Mela says he did. I mean, Jews are known for lying. Don't get me wrong. But Mela seems pretty offended by this. So just stick to it. Maybe just go with the bullshit. Just be like, well, I can't help that you're a stupid Jew, man. Just don't be a stupid Jew if you don't want to be called that.
He gets called that in general, just like I guess you did.
He literally just said I called him a stupid Jew.
You jump on the show one stream and say that? I don't know. Did he say
last stream you said?
I mean, why does that matter anyway? If you called him a stupid Jew, you called him a stupid Jew. Maybe he is a stupid Jew. Who cares? I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, worse was said in the past by people. I mean, I'm not saying it's good to call him a stupid Jew. Well, maybe it is, actually. I don't know. I was joking. It's actually a good thing to call him a stupid Jew. So go for it. Call him a stupid Jew.
The Jew. Okay, many times. You brought up Judaism.
And first off, that's not true. Because I support the fucking Jews, you idiot.
All right, again, I'm an idiot.
That's a loss there.
I'm wrong. I'm an idiot.
I support the Jews.
Nikki J, come on here and tell me why I'm wrong. Don't get into blood.
Just listen. What I'm trying to tell you is what I was really going to tell you is the problem is the last 4 years before the big bad orange guy, they let the floodgates in with all the legals. And what did they start doing? They started coming in, started killing women, started killing kids, raping and pillaging, doing whatever. What do you want us to do? We got to pick up the pieces. We have to get them out. What do you want? You want them to just keep killing Americans? Do you want to just not talk about all the Americans that have been killed?
That was going to be what I was going to come back rebuttal a little bit about what he was saying.
All this stupid bullshit about two-party system and how the government's not for you. No, what it is you have stupid people that have been elected that talk a bunch of gibberish and they live on their feelings. And they don't live on what's right and what's wrong. If this was any other administration, there would be no problem with what's going on.
That is true, man. That is true.
There would be no problem with what's going on.
That is definitely
at all.
That is definitely fucking true. There is no doubt about it.
If it was any other Republican, Ted Cruz, if it was any Democrat, it doesn't matter. It's only because it's Trump. That's the only reason
You don't think that, Mello?
This has nothing to do with Trump.
Oh.
Well, Mello just being Mello, who refuses to understand the point of the conversation yet again. Well, from the first original point from the start of Democrats being against Trump and anything that Trump does, and that includes border security. So, of course, Mello asked, "It has nothing to do with Trump." Why do you think we're in the situation we are in the first place? Why do you think we had floods of border flooding in after, Trump's border, executive orders and his border policies, his policies on, infrastructure, policies on lowering prices, all this good stuff up until Biden got in office and these sudden surges of inflation, people rolling in from the border, our tax money going to outside sources, all this stuff, by the way, happening, and it had nothing to do with Trump. Sure, buddy.
God, it has everything to do with him, bro. It has everything to do with him, bro. It does. It does.
Okay,
But listen,
you guys
that's
are
no,
getting-
listen,
you're
listen,
getting
listen,
into politics
listen.
again.
That's our
And
opinion.
it's not political.
Yeah, politics. At this point, I would just be like, okay, this guy is clearly either A, actually doesn't get it, or he's doing it on purpose. Which one is it?
That's an opinion.
The other thing is, I blame
Bottom
I
line
blame
is,
I blame social media too for not squashing all the fake shit going on. All the feeling and all the emotion. Oh, saying this. Fuck all that.
You got a lot of
They're
feelings.
killing Americans. They're
Yeah, they
killing
are.
Americans.
They are
And you
killing-
don't care. And you
They are
don't
killing
care.
Americans.
well, Mello,
And
can I ask you this real quick, Mello? Mello, can I ask you this?
But look at this. The guy is literally doing this on purpose. He's not engaging in good faith.
Care, then you would
Yes,
let them be immigrated out of here.
Let me ask you this: when Biden took office, right,
Yeah.
and he opened up the floodgates, why am I hearing a repeat? What is that coming through?
Already said many times.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done reviewing this anyway. Quite frankly, I think we covered everything we wanted to cover anyway. I've listened in beforehand I think Shannon was on at the time, but I think I covered practically everything. I don't know what else to say about it, honestly. I could just continue reviewing it for the sake of it, because I'm bored. But, I had fun. It was fun. And I'll stay a bit longer. Actually, I think I'll call it a day. Isn't it? It was fun. I liked it. Because I'm tired now. I got big things to do tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. Ballsy is gonna leave. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. And, Ballsy will leave and survive next time. Bye.